Cue Dave and Ryan in 3, 2, 1.
It's Dave and Ryan's movie review.
You made nice with me. But you didn't. And that has led to all of this. I'll be waiting.
You ride 'em.
We got twins! Twins!
Hey, Dave and Ryan here in studio this time, and we both kind of like last week. We'll get out eventually. It's okay. It's okay. We last week Ryan went and saw The Bike Riders on his own and gave us a nice little review about it. So this week we kind of split up again, and I went and saw a movie that I know Ryan wasn't going to go see. It was Longlegs. Now this movie is rated R, 1 hour 41 minutes. It was actually directed by, the guy's name is Osgood Perkins, and he is Anthony Perkins' son.
Ooh.
Of Psycho fame. Micah Monroe, Blair Underwood, Alicia Witt, and Nicolas Cage. And Nicolas Cage is probably one of the creepiest characters I have seen on screen for a while.
Everyone I've talked to said he was really weird in this movie.
And I even told Ryan at one point, it kind of makes me wonder if this is like the real Nicolas Cage and everything else that we've seen him in, he's been acting.
Probably.
He is weird in this movie. He is creepy in this movie. But it all deals with a lady played by Micah Monroe, who is an FBI agent. And the movie kind of opens with him showing up at this girl's house, and it takes place like a long time ago, you can tell. And then cut forward, and this girl is now in the FBI. And this case comes up where all of these families have been murdered rather brutally, but there are no signs of forced entry. Nobody knows how they got into the house, and so they knew it had to be somebody in the family, but why did they do it? They don't know why. So they start finding all these letters that the so-called Longlegs has sent, and she can decipher these letters. She can go through and know things before it's like almost like she's a little bit psychic. It's strange. Never really explains that. But so come to find out that her and Longlegs, Nicolas Cage's character, have a past. They have a history together. So it's just kind of all of this ensues and it comes to a head. The cinematography in this movie is really, really good, actually, I've got to say, because there are all these weird cut scenes. I told Ryan it kind of reminded me in some points of a final in a film class, okay? But it was a good movie. It's a creepy movie. I will definitely say that. I don't know as though it gives you nightmares.
So would you say the cinematography was like that way, or the editing style?
The cinematography was good. Maybe the editing style was like that.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. So anyway, this movie, to me, though, is really a reboot, rehash, whatever you want to call it, of Silence of the Lambs. It plays the same. You've got the Micah Monroe's character that would be the Jodie Foster character.
Okay.
Someone that has had a troubled past that joins the FBI to right all these wrongs. Blair Underwood plays Jack Crawford, the Scott Glenn character, her boss. And then Nicolas Cage, of course, plays Hannibal Lecter. And it's just creepy. It's just weird. There's not a lot I can tell you about the movie without giving it away. I'm going to give this one, and the other thing too, really dark. Dark movie. Not just the subject matter, but the movie itself. For that, I'm probably going to have to give this one about 2.5 popcorn buckets. I would give Nicolas Cage's performance, though, like 4 popcorn buckets, because he is freaky, he is creepy, and he completely and totally sells it. So go see Longlegs if you want to get scared at the movie theater and just get, I don't know. It scared the bejesus out of me in parts. I went and saw it with my daughter and a couple of her friends, and they all kind of had the same things. There are things in this movie that outrage you, that upset you, and it's mostly just because why didn't they do this? But I guess it wouldn't be a horror movie if that didn't.
So it's one of those where you're going to be screaming at the screen.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a horror movie if you didn't have those, right?
True.
Okay. So now, I went and saw Longlegs. Like I said, Ryan didn't want to go see Longlegs. Ryan went and saw the good one. Ryan went and saw Twisters, and I'm going to turn it over to him and let him talk about it for a little bit.
Well, thank you for that introduction.
Anytime.
So this movie is rated PG-13. It's going to run you just a little over 2 hours, but it is a fabulous film. The cinematography and everything in it looks amazing. The special effects, the acting was just on point. If you've seen the original Twister, this one is going to be just as good or even better. Honestly, I went with my family, and my mother, she's not a big Twister fan. She didn't like the first one, but she loved this movie. It starts off, it stars Daisy Edgar-Jones, Glenn Powell, who's been in, it seems like, everything this year.
Yeah, he's at like the opening of an envelope
Anthony,
right now.
yeah, Anthony Ramos is in it as well. So Daisy's character starts out where she's in college, and she's going and studying weather. I'm not sure, meteorology. Yes, she's studying that, and she's on her final project with 5 of her friends. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what they're doing, but they're basically trying to get in front of a twister. You will see Dorothy from the original movie, the Dorothy machine that releases the little balls. That makes an appearance at the beginning here. But they're adding something else with that. And they think they're going for a class, I think it was a class 2 or a class 1 tornado, but it ends up being like a class 5. And they're basically running for their lives. And unfortunately, 3 of them don't make it. So there's 2 survivors, and then it skips 5 years later. She's living in New York. She's working for the National Weather Service there. And she's got this gift. She's kind of I guess you would call her the tornado whisperer.
I was going to say, that's what you called her, was the tornado
whisperer. The tornado whisperer. Because her friend shows back up. He started his own weather company to help with the damage and stuff like that for property. And she goes to help him because he's got these like radar things that can map a tornado. So, and he needs help setting that up. So she goes, and then she's throwing like dandelions in the wind, and she's like, "It's gonna be over there," And then Glenn Powell's character shows up, and he's like the cowboy. He called himself the Twister Wrangler, I believe it was what he called it. He was basically like the cowboy twister guy. He's a YouTuber.
Oh, there you go.
So his crew, they film everything they do. They light off fireworks in the middle of a tornado. It's crazy what they do, but at the end of the movie, she basically saves the day with the idea she had at the beginning. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's going to spoil the whole movie if I do. Definitely go see this one. It's a great movie, and I'm going to have to give this one 5 popcorn.
Whoa. Put that one down. Light off fireworks in that one. Light off fireworks in that one. All right, so remember coming up this week on the show, it will be our review of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool.
We are looking forward to this one. I am hearing amazing things about this one. I've heard everything from this is the bloodiest movie in the MCU to I think they said that in fact, I think Kevin Feige said, if Infinity War was a 9 and Endgame was a 10, this one is an 8 when it comes to being important to the MCU. So
not just that, the future
of the MCU as well. So we're looking forward to this one, and I've seen a lot of people say that Marvel is back after this one. So everybody can come out with one hit. What are you going to do next? We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see. But we're going to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine on the show this week. We're going to talk about where does Marvel go now?
Yeah.
Really kind of a Marvel-heavy show this week. on Dave and Ryan's movie review. So make sure you check it out, and make sure you check us out. Once again, before we get out of here, go to our YouTube channel, go to our Facebook page, like and subscribe, all those great things.
Well, if they're watching this, they're on
one of them at least. Go on the other one.
Yeah.
And just get ready, because still a lot of great movies coming out this summer. And until then, go see a movie.